in June shows that substantial progress has been made in recent years in Timor-Leste. We can see, for instance, significant improvements with respect to access points, increased coverage in sucos, and also for the first time, all administrative posts are covered by at least one type of financial service access point. I think, moreover, for this project, I want to highlight a couple of things that I think are very important and that we try to build upon. We've seen quite an impressive growth of e-wallet or mobile money services as we use them, with more than 3,000 agents and over 80,000 registered clients in 2020, and that it continues to grow this year. We've also seen the modernization of the national payment system, interoperability of ATMs, connections between bank accounts and mobile money services, and also the launch by BCTL of Digital Village. Lastly, and I think that's important to mention, is that the report also emphasizes the point that understanding the market dynamics and client needs is really essential for financial inclusion to work. So people won't use digital services if they don't understand how to use them, or even if they really see the benefits that they provide. So these are the points that are exactly why we are embarking on this partnership, because this project aims to improve the uptake and usage of digital payments with a focus on resilience. And I think that last part is very important given the COVID situation that we're in at the moment. So what we're looking at is that the project will apply a human-centered design approach to develop and test and scale services that should work for the households and individuals, moreover the members of the credit unions, and especially those living in remote rural areas. So what we're looking at is launch that mobile-based platform for them to reduce the transaction time and costs. At the same time, also look at how they can transfer money from their accounts to their mobile money platform, so and vice versa, and that combined with digital and financial literacy. So not only do we expect that this to provide a much better service for the members of the cooperatives and the credit unions involved, but I think, again, it should also provide a much safer way to transact in these times of rising cases of COVID in the country. And I would like to thank our project partners, the Secretary of State for Cooperatives, the various cooperatives that are involved in this project, Telemor FinTech, and last but not least, I would really like to thank the European Union for their generous financial support for this initiative. That's it from my part. I really would like to thank you. Obrigado.
Let's apply for your lady. Bem-vindo a seu ministro, operador assuntos econômicos. Comece a seu ministro e partilha seu ministro, mostra para os funcionários. Obrigado. Now I would like to invite His Excellency Mr. Andrew Zeko, Ambassador of European Union to Timor-Leste, to convey your short remarks. Please, Excellency.
Excellency, Secretary of State for Cooperatives, Mr. John Gomez, General yes, the brand program manager, UNCTF, Pacific Digital Economy Program, Mr. Dagay you, acting UN resident coordinator, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to everybody for coming this morning. These are difficult days in Timor-Leste, in Dili, but it's great to see that this event has been organized in a very appropriate, socially distanced way. And tomorrow we go back down into lockdown for at least a week. So it's good to be able to organize this event today. And I'm very pleased to be able to speak to you about this project. We've had a very good description of what the European Union, together with the government of Timor-Leste, UNCPF, are seeking to do. And the project aims to create and strengthen digital financial ecosystems to support low-income households. And it's the first project on digital financial inclusion that the European Union has supported in Timor-Leste. We're very proud to do that. The overall objective of the initiative is to support the Timorese government in the implementation of its own economic recovery strategy, for the post-COVID economic recovery strategy, which plays a very important role in the development of the country. In order to help Timor-Leste to become diversified, greener, more inclusive, and human-centered, and to do that by using the resources that the digital transformation can bring. Digitalization has an important role to play in a wide range of areas, including gender equality, good governance, transparency and accountability, the fight against corruption, job creation and private sector development, access to microfinance, and the improving of access to public services. Therefore, digital solutions can help to combat poverty, contribute to better targeting and the linking of humanitarian and development activities, and help to manage migration and address shortcomings in a number of partner countries of the European Union around the world, where e-identification and civil registries, digital entrepreneurship and small and medium-sized companies, e-services, e-government, and mobile financing can reduce inequalities and increase prosperity. In 2015, the United Nations General Assembly approved the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which we all remember very well, the SDGs, which highlight the importance of information and communication technologies. That's SDG 9. While the 2030 Agenda sets out a comprehensive vision of what needs to be achieved to eradicate poverty and promote sustainable development, the European Union's development policy is a critical part of the overall European Union response to that agenda. And indeed, during the past 2 decades, the European Union has been active in the promotion of digital technologies for development. Over the last 10 years, approximately 350 million euros, or around $400 billion has been devoted to digital initiatives in European Union partner countries. While more than 110 billion euros, around $130 billion, are allocated for ongoing projects at the moment. The digital economy stands at the center of European Union priorities for growth and prosperity, and jobs in the European Union and around the world. And it forms an important part of our new multi-annual indicative program, our country program for Timor-Leste, which will cover the period 2021 to 2027. I'm very pleased that we're able to launch this program in advance of our new policy, our new strategy coming into place, because digitalization will be key for Timor-Leste in the development of the private sector, in the training of young people, and it will also be a fundamental tool in the management of natural resources, the management of public finances, and of social services. In a nutshell, it will help the government to keep a close monitoring of the needs of the least favored, provide overall better and more comprehensive services to its citizens. Therefore, we expect this project, to which the European Union is proud to contribute around $150,000 to be included in a broader European Union initiative, which is included in a broader European Union initiative aiming at leveraging digitalization to increase resilience in African Caribbean and Pacific countries. We expect the program to significantly increase access to financial services to both men and women in rural areas, and it's particularly important for us that the digitalization really does reach women in the rural areas around the country who sometimes can be deprived of opportunity. In Timor-Leste, there is a gender gap even bigger when we're looking at the access to digital services, and it's therefore important to be able to work with the government in order to help bridge this gender gap, this digital gap. So the European Union is very happy to work with SECO to contribute to a more differentiated economy and to assist the government in achieving its goals clearly stated in the Economic Recovery Plan and in the Strategic Development Plan. Thank you very much for your attention.
I now would like to invite Mr. Oliver Bogus to make your short remark. Please, Mr. Oliver.
Yes. Good morning to all, or good evening for those in Belgium. I am very honored to be here today at this event in Timor-Leste. I think that technology allows us to be here present with you, as it will allow, as Mr. Peter has said, payments in the future. I wanted to recognize the good work done by the European Union together with the OACPS in promoting sustainable development in the OACPS. And I would like to thank very much Ambassador Jacobs for his kind words. For those that do not know, the OACPS is the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States, created in 1975 through the Georgetown Agreement. We are currently led by His Excellency, Mr. George Revelo Pinto Chicote, our Secretary General, and we have greetings for the Minister Amaral from him. And I hope that our Secretary General can soon go to the Pacific and visit Timor-Leste, which is one of the countries that, because of linguistic reasons, is very important to all of us. Me being, as you might have noticed, not English speaking, nor my boss who's from Angola. So for us, it's very important to promote sustainable development. And in the work that we do in promoting the sustainable development in our member states, the promotion of women and youth are at the center of all actions that we take. We're very honored and proud to be participating in this initiative alongside professionals from the UNCDF, with local professionals, and also with the services of the European Union in trying to promote a better business climate. This program falls within the overall OACPS European Union Private Sector Development Strategy that is based in promoting a better business climate, promoting inclusive financial solutions, supporting intermediary organizations to better service their clients, and promoting SME competitiveness as a whole. This program touches a lot of these points, and I sincerely hope that through the digital inclusion and through allowing our countries to have access to better or modern technology, some of our companies will be able to use leapfrog technology and really be more performant. This is especially important in a time where COVID has really affected all economic and social dealings between all of us. And we really believe that this program, accompanied by a good public-private sector dialogue, will really bring about or help Timor-Leste to be more competitive and building in our countries, because this program is implemented in all OACPS regions, which is one of the main things. It's promoted in 6 OACPS regions: Western Africa, Central Africa, Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, the Caribbean, which is my region, and the Pacific with Timor-Leste. So we really hope that this program also allows for the exchange of best practices among all regions, and also with the European Union, as to allow a really think tank and development new solutions. from the experience in Timor-Leste, we also hope that other small island development states from the Pacific, the Caribbean, and Africa can also benefit this. So this is a very interesting program, and we're very proud to be associated with it. And we really thank Minister Amaral for the trust placed in this program, and also Ambassador Jacobs, and of course our friend Mr. Bram Peters, who's also having a very early morning. So please, I think that please use us, and thank you very much. Obrigado. I hope to have the privilege to visit Timor-Leste one of these days. I was very happy and proud when Timor-Leste joined the OACPS group. At that time, I was at my embassy, and I think it's a very good thing of this exchange. So thank you very much. Obrigado.
Thank you, Mr. Gomez, for your short remark. And I now would like to invite Mr. Degeliu to convey your short remark. Mr. Degeliu is the UN President Coordinator. Please.
Morning. Also, good morning or good evening or afternoon for calling working from the other side of the world. And yeah, it's a big pleasure for me to attending today's event, this momentous day for financial inclusion in Timor-Leste, celebrating the launching of the project, leveraging digital finance and payment of credit union to increase resilience of the members in Timor-Leste. It's a great pleasure also to see Your Excellency, Minister of Coordination Ministry, Joaquim Amaro, also the Secretary of State for Cooperative, Elizaria Ferrari, and also the EU Ambassador, friend, and Joko. I think this project funded by by EU is a big project that we witnessing, and today we will see digital finance service is becoming far more important in Timor-Leste, as we see there are more people with bank account, more access point, and higher use in the country than ever before. I must first commend the strong commitment, leadership, and vision shown by the Central Bank of Timor-Leste toward building a financial inclusive society and for devising a comprehensive strategy with clear goals and objectives. I would also like to thank the European Union for generously funding the development of financial inclusion in the region, in particular in Timor-Leste, and its support for the UN initiative in Timor-Leste. EU is known as a genuine friend and partnership for Timor-Leste and also UN, working across all the region. I think what Ambassador Joaquim presenting on the digital finance service, the importance of this one, I don't have to repeat. Actually, it's a good course for us all to learn how important digital finance service can bring to Timor-Leste. We are very proud to work along with you, EU, on a lot of important agenda and projects. And this particular project, we hope, will pave the way for strong investment in digital finance service and improve access with some of the memorable goals, including to add some 10,000 credit union members as active users of digital finance service, of which 50% will be women. To improve and provide increased opportunity to transact digitally and at affordable cost through a bundle of 3 valuable propositions to these new customers: a financial service platform, mobile money, GPay, I think also Musam, digital financial literacy and electronic banking interface between the banks operating in the retail market and the digital platform through the P24 national switch system. All these components aim at increasing adoption and chain use. There is also reflection of true ambition from the government of Timor-Leste to use financial inclusion for economic empowerment and thus join the global agenda for inclusive financial digital economy. The UN, and particularly the UNCDF, believes in economic empowerment through market development. But for that to work, the public and private sector must work together. We believe UN partnership with the government, the telecom operators, the central bank, and many other stakeholders will have a meaningful impact on ordinary people's lives, particularly those unbanked, excluded from formal financial service. We hope future initiatives will take this collaborative approach into account. Give you an example, the 60 particle program, which Excellency Mackay, WP, UN have been working very closely with you. We believe that 60 particle under your leadership of Mackay, also with CICO, can introduce and also scale up cash and voucher transfer to improve the financial inclusion and also the cost efficiency if the government wish to take forward and continue Sister Pacific program in the future. Friends and honorable guests, the UN and particularly UNCDF is proud to join you on this important journey. Recent events have told us that the next step up in financial inclusion can only be achieved by making reliable and quality digital service more widely available. And we chart a new course towards digital transformation, we must ensure the benefits are shared equally among everyone. I support the great work you all have been doing and look forward to what the future holds for Timor-Leste in this new digital era. Before I conclude, I want to share with you a personal story. 3 years ago, before I came to Timor-Leste, in the UN town hall meeting, everybody was sharing what's the dream and vision. And I share that even though I'm working on the workforce program, I think my vision is the one to have a digital gap, reduce the digital gap in Timor-Leste. And I show you my phone to all the UN staff members, say in China, I came from China, I haven't been in China for 2 years, I don't know what happened there. But 2 years ago, even, but 3 years ago, I can with a mobile phone, I can do my taxi, subway, shopping, everything is cashless work. So I hope Timor-Leste, we can work together. And today, so for family, I have a chance to give a speech on digital financial service. This is probably the best speech and the best message I want to deliver in Timor-Leste. That 3 years after, finally, we are achieving and we are moving on that track to create a digital area. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Liu, for your short words. I now would like to invite the Secretary, Mr. Juti Amara, coordinating this for economic matters. So let's apply for it. His Excellency, Secretary of State of Cooperatives, Mr. Elizari, His Excellency, Ambassador EU, Mr. Andre Lekov, His Excellency, Mr. Dageng Liu, Country Director of WFP, UN Residence, Acting UN Residence Timor-Leste, Mr. Brand, Manager of UNFDC, all of guests from the UNFDC, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a great honor for me for inviting me to be here to witness the launching of ceremony of a new project to boost digital financial service for credit union in Timor-Leste. Allow me to express my great pleasure in witnessing the launch of this project, which is of unparalleled importance for my country, and which will expand and strengthen the advance that we have been registering in the process of financial inclusion in Timor-Leste people. A little over 2 months ago, I had the opportunity to witness the presentation of the Central Bank about Financial Inclusion Report 2020, which brought to the public the information about the importance that Timor-Leste has been achieving in a worthy effort to make financial service available and relevant to all Timor-Leste citizens. The work done in terms of expanding banking service to the entire country and attracting an ever-increasing number of people seeking banking products, which is now approximately 60%, is indicative of how citizens are becoming increasingly aware of the advantage of using banking services for various purposes. But the results achieved so far do not make us lose sight of the great challenge that still persists. They only encourage us to preserve firmly and determinedly to continue with the necessary reform and public policy, and to encourage all initiatives that we support our development partner, all of to bring our population the important benefit of digital financial system, especially to low-income families even in rural areas. If on the one hand, we can say that financial exclusion is a phenomenon concentrated mainly in the rural areas, on the other, the proposed project strengthens our hope and fight that with financial inclusion, it is possible to enhance the generation of opportunity for rural men and women and strengthen our ability to achieve the sustainable development goals. It is a tool that, when well used and applied, can increase the welfare of people, especially those living in rural areas, by ensuring great access to and use of financial services, taking advantage of the development of new technology platforms. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the proposed creation of easily accessible, low-cost digital solution is a way to include our vulnerable population who currently lack access to financial services such as digital account, loans, and payments. Naturally, this dimension is also present in the strategic policy of the constitutional government, framed in the promotion of sustainability and diversified development with economic and social inclusion and reduction of inequality and poverty. And it is the dimension that is also aligned with the United Nations objective to leave no one behind in the pursuit of sustainable development goals. If financial inclusion is an important goal of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, the relevance of the role of cooperative in promoting financial inclusion is now globally recognized. as the United Nations has rightly pointed out, it is a model that promotes wealth production, combat poverty, and encourages equality, being considered one of the main actors in the implementation of the financial inclusion policies. In Timor-Leste, the tradition of cooperatives dates back to the time of our independence. Today, we can count on about 70 credit unions, which even without digital tools have been contributed in the relevant way to local development, especially in stimulating microcredit, saving, and credit concession for productive activity. We believe that this project will allow a great modernization of credit union, rising to new level of their ability to offer financial products and services with quality and more accessible price, and to mobilize applied resources through saving and credit for the benefit of the community. At the same time, by contributing to digital financial inclusion, it will build a means for the most vulnerable, especially women, to engage in the economy and meet the daily needs with sustainable improvement in their speed, productivity, and marketability in the digital economy era. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, with this statement, I would like to commend the EU under the leadership of Ambassador Andre Jacob and the UNCDF under the leadership also the manager, Mr. Brand, for the digital economy program, the initiative unlocking public and private financial for the poor. Thank you for your kind support. I would like also to reiterate the government commitment to the UNCDF program, and in particular to the project to push digital financial service for credit union in Timor-Leste, which especially through the Secretary of State for Cooperative under the leadership of Mr. Elizario. We spare no effort to everything in power to ensure a great success in its implementation. With renewed expression of our appreciation for this innovative approach, I remain certain that together we are contributing to the inclusive and balanced development of Timor-Leste. Thank you for your kind attention.
Excellency, President Minister for Economic Affairs, for your short remarks. Now we come to the exchange of the documents. For that, I would like to invite His Excellency, Mr. Pereira, Secretary of State Cooperative, and Mr. Kavi Nokji, come to the stage. I would like to invite the Secretary Ambassador to also stand up to be witness also the UN President Coordinator and this like please the economic coordinator, please. So, I would like to ask the classes, thank you. Thank you to His Excellency, Mr. Ferreira, and also Mr. Luigi. And now we come to the next session, which is talk session. And for that, I would like to invite yeah. But is it up to that part of the MC that we have to remove our mask, remove the mask to yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Excellencies, for this section. We now come to the end of the ceremony of the exchange document. By doing this, we mark the beginning of the cooperation between European Union, UNCDF, and Secretary of State for Cooperative. I also take this moment to thanks to Mr. Bram Peter, Program Manager of UNCDF, Mr. Oliver Gomez for your participation, and to our distinguished guests for your participation as well. Before you leave, I would like to remind you that we have refreshment there, and please feel free to. I would like to thank you to everybody that helped contribute for this.
Obrigado, bom dia.